Alright guys, today we'll be installing the COBB pulley or alternator cover. Alright, here's what we got. A bunch of hardware and a mounting bracket. A couple of stickers from my daughter's lunchbox. And we got an extra fender washer for some reason. And even looking at the COBB procedure, there's no call out for that extra washer. Maybe it's just a spare part in case we drop one. Very nice of them to give us an Allen wrench also. Alright, let's see about how much weight we're adding to the vehicle. Alright, we're looking at about 14 ounce, close to a pound. Not too bad. Seems to be made out of aluminum. As far as tools, we'll be needing a ratchet with a 10mm socket. And also a 10mm wrench. First off, we'll need to pre-install the hardware on the short side of the bracket. Here we'll put in a 10mm bolt along with a small washer on one side and the larger fender washer on the other side along with the lock nut. The other 10mm bolt along with the small washer will go on the other side where we'll mount the bracket to the alternator. Since this area tends to have a decent amount of vibration, I am going to add some blue Loctite to the 10mm bolt along with the 2 Allen screws that mount the cover to the bracket. Alright, first we'll use the 10mm socket to remove the original cover. Alright, as you unscrew this, it's very important to not drop this bolt. Alright, next we'll pull the right side of the cover up to remove it from the grommet. It's a little bit easier if you stand on the driver's side. Here I didn't want to block the camera, but it is a little bit tight. We'll be squeezing the grommet a bit and pulling it towards the passenger side. We'll want to save this grommet in case we want to install the original cover back on later. Next, we need to slide the pre-assembled hardware on the short side of the bracket onto the bracket where we removed the grommet earlier. As you can see, the larger fender washer is on the underside of the grommet bracket. And on the other side, it will just mount onto the alternator. And we can just go ahead and screw down the other side to hold everything down. Here we're using that 10mm bolt and that smaller washer. On the driver's side where the grommet was, we'll need to use the wrench to hold the lock nut in place while we tighten it. Alright, once we've tightened the bracket, we'll use the plastic washer along with the Allen screw to mount the cover onto the bracket. Alright guys, once you're done, just have a quick look to make sure that the cover is not hitting anything, particularly the coolant hose or the AC line up here. This looks pretty good. Clearances are pretty nice. And here is the final product. Looks very nice. Pretty subtle. Wonder how many horsepower this adds. Maybe I need a tune. Again, we'll want to save this old grommet, the bolt, and the original OEM cover in case we want to install it back later. Again, thanks for watching and hit the like and subscribe button for a lot more WRX videos. Take care.